Let's get this madness rolling.
Hello YouTube. Today I'm gonna just do a simple talking video like when I go and blah blah on about whatever I want. Oh, and don't boo at me because I don't give dick squat. Oh, you boo. Boo hoo. Anyway, hey, let's get on what I really want to discuss about. So, as you know, there's the lore of FNAF and all of that, and a lot of confusing things about it. Well, I want to explain my opinion on the story of William Afton, specifically from Five Nights at Freddy's. The one who possessed the Springtrap, the one who did the killing, the man behind the slaughter, all of that nonsense. Which, it isn't me, is it? Anyway, that's enough of the joking aside. So let me start from the beginning of my opinion, which I'm definitely going to stop moving around for a bit for this. So, William Afton, that then people say started killing beforehand. He went and caused well, the killing of a lot of kids before the main 6 kids that went and kill him for vengeance and all that. But it's like, wait a minute. Why did he start the killings in the first place? What is his reasoning? Because usually there's reasoning with some killers, like one, they're insane, which people assume of William Afton, but it's like, well, if he truly was insane, he would be easily caught and would not try and run a restaurant and all of that. He would just kill any way he wanted. He would be a maniac in certain ways. So, basically, I believe there's a lot more to it than just him being insane, William Afton. And sorry for any noise in the background, but right now I have a family, of course, so of course I'm in the same room as them because that's how my family works. But anyway, alright then, so let me explain from the beginning. For you see, in my opinion, when all of this began was way before the Bite of 87, a bit before all of this. I believe it began back in before Chris's birthday party and all that. Or, no, not Chris, actually, it's Michael's birthday party. I'm tired, sorry, I forget the fan base named the crying child Chris, which is actually Michael and all that nonsense. Sorry, Michael's birthday party, before his birthday party, before this, I believe. Back during the time before his sister died, back before, like, when his mother died. I believe his mother's death is what triggered all this for William Afton. His wife dying is what triggered this tragedy incident, I believe. So let's stop and look at this here. The fun times, well, they went were created to kidnap people, which is very disturbing. All of them were. But I don't know why William Afton would do that. Why would he do that? He had kids of his own. He had his own family. He was fine, happy. Why would he create that unless something happened?
Yeah, whatever you want to do, sweetie, I'm fine.
Okay, whatever you want. I want to do what makes you happy.
I'm happy being with you.
Okay.
I think Eli didn't really like our little talk, babe.
I'm sorry, but you guys are louder than me, so it's like...
We're talking very quietly, Eli.
No, my voice is like... I don't know. Something's wrong with my voice, I feel like. I'm not speaking that loud, I feel like, and my voice feels weird, so...
You're talking plenty loud, and your voice and your mouth is right next to the microphone, and we're quietly talking.
Alright, sorry.
Okay.
Alright then, so, sorry for all cutting off stuff, but basically, in my experience with this whole FNAF lore nonsense and everyone disagreeing, in my opinion, it's a bit ridiculous of how people go on about of how William Afton's with Glitchtrap, even though Glitchtrap maybe actually be himself, and it's like, there's so many weird stuff in the fan base, it's like, what are you doing? But anyway, I'm just babbling on how annoying I am somewhat, but let's take a look at the characters that died first, which is my opinion, William Afton's wife. When she died, it could be a possibility because we know nothing about her death. People assume that she died in a car crash after losing everything. People assumed that she died because William killed her. It's like, we don't know how she died, and it seems like she wasn't there for Elizabeth either. So I believe she was the first to die out of everyone in the Afton family, because that would explain quite a bit, actually. So if we go and take a look at William Afton, he cares for his family, obviously. Well, suddenly, his wife died out of all people he cared about, miraculously, but maybe because of an incident with a child, which would explain his behavior, dislike for children, and causing all those deaths of children. And he wanted to bring them back. What would he be willing to do? I don't know. Create animatronics, kidnap children, experiment with life and death. It's not like he tried anything like that, right? Wait a minute. He did, didn't he? He literally messed around with the ideas of life and death, with using animatronics and his knowledge of robotics and soul energy nonsense, whatever he did, and I don't know how he even does it, or how, it's like, whoa. And basically, while he's trying to do that, his daughter goes near a baby, which is meant to kidnap children as well, to go and get him children to experiment with, him to bring back his wife, which he succeeds because she's on the floor. But before he realizes that, his daughter dies, the baby, then he locks down sister location down in the basement, of course, and leaves him trapped down there and watches over them with monitors, of course, keeping an eye on his son during 1983. He's trying to keep an eye on him and all of that. The reason he locked him down there, probably the fun times, because he probably didn't want any more to die. Now, let's go and take a look at events of 1983, where his son was being bullied by his oldest son, his youngest one, Michael, being bullied, known as the crying child, FNAF 4 and all of that. If that is the case going there, and William Afton is truly doing the killings again, why would he kill anymore if he already has his wife and daughter haunting the animatronics? Unless he doesn't realize it. He must think that his daughter just died in there, and now he's trying to bring her back as well, doing more killings. But wait a minute. Why isn't there more children, though, if he did more killings than just the 6 that we know from 1985? If that truly is the case, is with 1985, having to maintain 5 killed children, then later on having Charlotte, that haunts the puppet, come and revive him after she died, it's like, wait a minute. If all this happened, and William went and killed more children, why aren't they haunting him as well? Why didn't she bring back the other children as well? A mystery there indeed. Very odd. And also, wouldn't Chris recognize his father doing these killings if he truly witnessed some friends of his being killed? And it's like, if it's 1983 and the main 5 were killed then, and he misses them apparently, it's like, wait a minute. Or maybe he did witness the killings in 1983 because he was brought back by William Afton at the 583, which would make sense. But if that truly is a case, there's a lot of things that are confusing, because, wait a minute, with this whole thing. If we look at this from a logical perspective, the spirits of the children should be more than just 6. This should be like, I don't know, with how many he most likely killed in order to bring back his wife, and then his daughter after she died. I don't know how many probably killed, but it's way more than 6. So it's like, yep, there should be more of you. Shouldn't there be? Unless he wasn't the only one killing. Let's go and look at a character that no one's bothered to really consider into why the animatronics went after, because usually people who are usually targeted by the animatronics to be killed are usually, and always are most likely in my opinion, because if everyone is truly, because if Michael Afton, the one who is also known as Mike Smith from FNAF 1, he's been FNAF 2 as most likely the night guard from FNAF 6. When they find out the bite victim, which is Jeremy, the night guard for the first 5 nights that we play as, he's given a pink slip and immediately removed. I believe that's him. Then FNAF 3, he's most likely dead as that guard, trying to burn down the place and all that. Then FNAF 4 is him as the crying child. FNAF, he rides by his sister location, him being scooped. And FNAF 6, starting with the rest of his family, if he's tweeping in every location, all 6 events, but him only being the first night guard FNAF, Night to Phase 2, with only being there for the 6th night, if that truly is the case, that's a bit odd, because if that really is the case, why would Jeremy be bitten by Mangle? If they truly are just animatronics that have enough capability to tell who is William Afton or who someone looks like William Afton, why would they kill Jeremy, of all people? I mean, sure, the Fun Nighttime animatronics killed like 2 mechanics, which is like, they actually were just trying to escape the prison, so that makes sense for them. But, and they can obviously tell they were just people down mechanics, so they can obviously tell. But why in the world would Jeremy be killed by Mangle? It's like, why would Mangle do that? That's a bit odd. Very odd. Unless the killings weren't all done by William Afton. Because let's look at this. He survived the bite, height of 87 and all that, and only has frontal lobe removed, and the toys are scrapped. After William Afton's death, and Souls being freed, and FNAF 3, shouldn't the story be like, over? Why would the puppet come back? She's happy, she's moved on. And then suddenly she's back again in FNAF 6. It's like, wait a minute, why did you come back? Henry knows she came back for some reason. Came back to help someone. But, who? Who would she want to help? She doesn't want to help William Afton, in my opinion, because she hates him. So it's like, yeah, that's odd. Very odd. Who is left to be helped? All the main 6 children are freed. Elizabeth wants to be with her father, so it doesn't really matter helping them out. Now the spaghetti known as Molten Freddy is a bit curious of why she may be helping them, because it's like they want to stick around, maybe they just want to be freed from the prison of the ground. That's all they want. Now they want to wander around. Why would you come back for them? Unless she came back because she found out something. Maybe found out more killings. Not done by William, because he only killed 6. What if they were done by another who was bitten, that survived? Who could that be? Wait a minute. Jeremy. As they say, remember Jeremy. Everyone keeps forgetting the idea that Jeremy was bitten by Mangle for seems like no reason, because it didn't make very much sense. Because sure, the security system may have identified him as a bad guy, but wouldn't they have handled him in a different way? And why would Mangle, of all things, even if he's possessed by a dog, the dog, it's obvious it's smart enough to know who killed little Susie. So it's like, why would you go after him if he's not the killer, or doesn't look like him? Because Michael looks like the killer enough to fool everyone and won't get confused with. But with Jeremy, it's like completely weird and random for him to be bitten. Why him? Unless the dog knew that he also did killings. That there wasn't only one purple guy. There wasn't only one killer. Jeremy is the second killer. There are 3 purple guys, 2 killers, 1 still out there. Interesting. Now William hit them, and Puppet is obvious that he can move around on the night shift if it's Lefty and try and squeeze people in and all that weird stuff inside Lefty. See if you get jump scared by Lefty. It's like, if that is the case, then Puppet's inside and controlling Lefty when she's still attacking him, not attacking William. It actually makes sense. Maybe they're working together, maybe when revealed. And there's a promise of this place that's giving William Afton the handsome and but what is he promised? What does he want out of this game? Well, if my dudes are correct and all that, and messing around stuff I shouldn't, and all that, that's gonna fight to death, he wants his family back. He wants to bring back all together. He wants them all, which, if he has most of them there. The entire family's actually there. Inside Molten Freddy, his wife, that haunted Ballora. Inside baby, his daughter Elizabeth, him, and then the only one left as Rita, Michael, crying child, the fight victim of 83. He was like, okay, there's most of your family's there, but who was left, and why would you just get your own son? Unless you knew your son was getting away, and, I mean, we're not sure if he actually goes and kills his son if he jumps in. No one ever knows if he kill him or not if he jumps in, so he was willing to have to kill his own son. I don't believe so. I mean, he's the one who put him back together. He's the one who did all this for his family, so it's like, why would you do that? Intelligent son, I bet, because, well, and Henry believes they're blood hungry, but it's like, well, Elizabeth most likely because of what she does, then came with Freddy, but William Afton is like Splinter Apple, or Scrap Apple, or whatever you want to call him at the point. He truly that blood hungry. Or maybe all animatronics are because they have a type of point themselves somewhat, but I'm not 100% sure that's the case. What if William Afton in the beginning, when he was talking, animatronics was not used to himself, and all blood, what's going on? They didn't recognize Michael, that would be a bad thing. But this is a lot of stuff with the old FNAF lore. In my opinion, William Afton's story is mainly he lost people he cared about, he tried to mess with life and death, have only killed 6 children, someone else wanted some other killings, and now in the last moments of his burning inferno, he tried to go and tell, but apparently Cassidy, who didn't believe that he actually was sorry and decided to punish him with more some sort of relationship with him because apparently she knew him personally, apparently what's going on about most of the time like the one you should not have killed, the one you should not have killed, the one you should not have killed, like seriously, what's your relationship with him? Are you his like adopted daughter or something? His cousin? His cousin's daughter? I don't know. What's the relationship with crying out loud? Like, why is he going on about the one you should not have killed so much by yourself? Yeah, it's not all about you crying out loud. I'm sorry, it's not all about you. The story is about Michael Afton, and all the things that happened. Well, it's also a big story that happened. How they went down real fast. And how William Afton tried to go back to the bed because he was obsessed with his wife. Yeah, but I'm not spending a thing after that anyway, that's my opinion for William Afton. That he wasn't the only killer. He went insane because he lost everything basically because of these tragedies. And yeah, sad thing it was because the reality is anyone can go insane. And because of just some simplest things at times. Because I mean, seriously, if you go and look at teenagers and how they act at times, it's like, you just go and shot someone because you didn't like how they treated you, like they did too many pranks on you, and now you just go and kill them. Yeah, the mental instabilities of people when they're growing up, or teens, or people in general in reality, is actually scary to think about. So it's like, it's not a surprise that William Afton went bonkers after losing his wife, messing with life and death, lost his daughter, then lost his son. We don't know what happened to the oldest child, so it's like, yeah, probably something bad though. So he lost everything, went insane, and then tried and redeemed himself maybe a bit throughout, I don't know, FNAF 3 by saying sorry, or he asking for forgiveness, and maybe doing some other stuff. I mean, if he was forgiven, he burned himself, which actually would explain his new looks, in my opinion. His new look that makes him give Jimmy Neutron, basically, makes me think that he actually burned himself. Like he tried to burn himself to put an end to the terror, because they forgave him. That's a possibility. That's a possibility, in my opinion, but that means Cassidy wouldn't have done that, which contradicts, indeed, unless, as the puppet is the only one that speaks for all the children. What if Cassidy didn't agree with forgiving him? So it's like, all the others did, but Cassidy didn't. That would make a bit sense. And that means, well, they forgive him and go away. She's like, are you kidding me? He killed us. He killed me. Someone who was related to him, apparently, in some shape or form. Well, for some reason, I felt like he shouldn't kill me at all, because I did nothing to him, so I'm still bloody angry, so I'm gonna go, Yeah, in my opinion, they're no better than William Afton, because I mean, it's just they killed him with a spring-lock suit when they went and got their revenge, because in my opinion, they definitely caused that, in my opinion. So it's like, you killed him in the most cruel way possible, when he only probably just stabbed you. It's like, you are no better than him, and I can't believe Henry believes you guys are better than him, and he's the only one to go to hell. It's like, no. No, no. Because what after you guys did? Even if you are spirits, doing that is beyond humane. Even if you are children, I'm like, you're gonna be in big trouble in my opinion. Like, no way. Because that's like, wow. He did say sorry afterwards, they not, and yet you could laugh at his pain. He lost everything, and you say you know his story, Susie? Yeah, I do not believe that. So anyways, my opinion and my put together story, that the family went and fell apart, the Afton family, and a lot of people suffered. And that William Afton just went insane because he lost everything. That's my opinion. And Michael had to watch his father go bonkers. But anyways, Crazy Boy, and I'm out of here.